Ooh, hey, welcome back to another episode of The Amazing Fact, Part 23. Today, I'm going to be doing 30 amazing facts. Get ready and be amazed. Learn some knowledge from me.
This is Stephen Hawking. When he was 73 years old, at the time he recorded his speech where he was diagnosed with ALS at the age of 21, meaning that he outlived his life expectancy by over 50 years. In the United States, there is a bottle of vodka that cost $3.75 million and is filtered through sand made from cooled diamonds and gems, and it is called billionaire vodka. A Turkish company called Pegadan, they introduced a vending machine. In Istanbul, there is a vending machine that releases food and water for stray dogs in exchange for recycled bottles. Can you guess who are these two gentlemen? They are the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers only ever flew together once in 1910. This is because their father feared losing both sons in an airplane accident, so he gave them special permission only just one time. It exists that a series of 21-meter long concrete arrow from New York City to San Francisco designed to direct air traffic that only exists from the pre-digital days. Originally, it was installed in 1924. Almost 96 years old, but almost 100 years now. Not many of you know about this man. He deserves more than a compliment. This is real and amazing fact about this man. He is a doctor from Nepal. His name is Sanduk Wright, who has restored vision for more than 1 million people around the world. And can you imagine how much is his fees? His fees is less than $3. You can be criminally charged and prosecuted for making death threats through emoji written completely and entirely. In Japan, if you want to commit suicide by either jumping in front of a train or killing yourself in your apartment building, the train or a building company will actually sue your family for cleanup fees, loss of income, and negative publicity brought upon them by your suicide. If you watch any classic Clint Eastwood film, you will often see his character smoking a cigar or a cigarette, like Dirty Harry. In fact, Clint Eastwood never smoked habitually in real life and actually practiced healthy eating, healthy dieting, and meditation since his young. This is a statue of a famous inventor and electric engineer, Nikola Tesla, that radiates a free Wi-Fi located in Silicon Valley. Can you believe that inside the statue there is a time capsule that can be opened in 2043? I'll be waiting for you. This is a flag of Jamaica. This is a flag of Colombia. And this is the flag of St. Lucia. So all these three flags are the only country in the world where a boss is more likely to be a woman than a man. This is William McKinley. In 1896 U.S. election, William McKinley won, despite the fact he campaigned from his front porch of his home in Ohio, while his opponent traveled extensively by railway, speaking at 600 different events. This is John Bower Minoch, the heaviest human, and his record weight was 635 kilograms, which is 1,400 pounds. And after the following year, he lost so much weight, 419 kilograms, which is 924 pounds, and is the largest human weight loss ever, and is also documented. This is a cup of coffee. In a recent study shows that coffee prevents cancer, reduces risk of diabetes, and can improve health. In 1930, Warner Brothers started producing short animated, specifically for the purpose of promoting music owned by the company, and now they are called Looney Tunes. On April 1st, 2004, with an unbelievable, Google first announced Gmail of 1 gigabyte of free storage, which at the time seems impossible when Hotmail only offered 2 megabyte. Some of them thought it was an April Fool's Day joke. This is Kiko, the orca, aka known as a killer whale, who started in Free Willy, was released into the wild on July 2002 in Iceland. After being in captivity for 23 years, after a few weeks he showed up at a Norwegian inlet from the sea looking to make a human eye contact and gave children back rides. If you are looking for a job, the application and resume are not nearly as important as a reference. In fact, if you know someone who works at the company, increase your chance of getting an interview and makes you 50% more likely to get the job over someone with a fancier resume. According to the World Drugs Report, in 2014, Scotland has the highest rate of cocaine use in the world. The crew working on American Horror Story Freak Show would actually leave a set at a time because Twisty the Clown was so scary, others would complain of nightmares after filming. In Salem, Oregon, a parking meter official got busted for stealing $90,000 in quarters in 2015. He deposited that money in the bank, and the bank staff became suspicious because he was regularly depositing large amount of coins in his personal bank account while still wearing his parking enforcement uniform. This is Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper begged his father to send him to Japan until he was 21 so that he could train to become a ninja. The pink cherry blossom in Washington, D.C. were actually a gift from Japan in 1912 as a symbol of a friendship between two nations. In the world of aviation, in 2013, a study conducted by BBC found that 59% of pilots fell asleep while flying, and 39% had woken up to find that the captain was also asleep. Economic professors at Emory University found that those who spend below average on their wedding and on their wedding rings have lower divorce rate. Study conducted by the University of Toronto concludes that the more that one trusts people, the better they are easy to spot liars. This is absolutely amazing fact in Cleveland. College students are living rent-free in a retirement home. This is a unique living situation, has both benefit parties, as students have shown that contact with the younger people helps beat dementia, while the students saving on a housing cost. In Disney movie Lion King, Pumbaa was the first cartoon character to fart. In over 45 years, 2015 was the first year McDonald's closed more stores than it opened in United States. Purple is known as a royal color because back when they relied on only natural dye, purple came from sea snail. And it was the hardest dye to extract and produce, so only royals could afford it. And it will take at least 12,000 snails to produce 1.4 grams of purple dye.